Hello, Ali here, and in today's video I'd like to ask the modular community, am I cheating at eurorack? And the context to this question is, currently whilst filming this video, I'm also rehearsing for a live set that I have coming up, and I would like to play a track that I've been working on that came about from a sequence I made in Rings, and I plan to have Rings in my rack and make all the music live. But I recorded the sequence into Ableton, and then I started kind of EQing it a bit, and then I added a guitar part over the top, and that sounds like this. And so that's just Rings and a guitar part with some EQ, probably some compression. But then I kept adding more layers and more parts, and then another part, and then more effects, and then I started editing transitions between sections, and before I knew it I had a piece of music on Ableton that was way more complex and kind of polished than anything that I could recreate in my rack with this setup. And I've decided that I want to play it live, and I want to use, or I'm going to use, a backing track. So that's the cheating question. First of all, I want to say how I have justified doing this. I am going to be singing live. I don't particularly enjoy singing live, but I think it suits this track, so there is that element of the performance which is live, and I also am going to be playing on top at certain parts with the OP1 and adding some effects and processing, and also a lot of the rest of the live set is actually all generated from this setup. So that's how I've justified it. The reason why I'm asking is it cheating is because I've been to live sets where electronic musicians are on stage with just a laptop, and I have felt kind of cheated. The music has been great, but, it's not really live. So yeah, the plan today for today's video is I'm going to play the track in its entirety so that you have full disclosure of what I'm actually doing. And then afterwards I'll break down my setup, and I would appreciate getting your thoughts in the comments. So yeah, this track is called Long in the Tooth. So that is the track. Please don't be too harsh on my vocals. I'm not the greatest singer, which is why I drench it in delay and reverb. But the setup here is the 404 I'm typically using to trigger drums. It's my main sort of drum source. But for this middle track, it is the backing track. The rack here is an effects rack for processing the OP1, and it starts over here with Pamela's Pro Workout, which is clocking Nautilus, Databender and Beads. And you may have noticed that at the beginning of my performance, I'm just hitting it in time. It's already set to the same BPM, I'm just making sure I hit it in time. And actually the nature of this track means it doesn't need to be very tight. It's mainly only clocking Nautilus and Beads, which we'll get to. Next we have Maths, which for this track is not doing anything, but a great modulator to have. A passive multiple. And then the Pico input, which brings the OP1 up to modular level. From there we go into the UVCF filter from IntelliGel, again not doing anything in this track, and from there into the Z5000 from Tip Top Audio, which is one of my favourite stereo delay sources. On the OP1 right now for this track I have a Mellotron synth sound, which... Hey, what's going on here? Right. Which is one of my favourite flute sounds to this day, even though it's like 60 years old. The Z5000 is great for creating textures and also transitions like that. I do that quite often. I did it in that track there, where after playing for a while, I'll do something like that. And from there we go into the Nautilus, which I have the delay setting to infinity, and it creates this. It's the ultimate texture creator, actually. So let's try that again. And bring up the Nautilus. And you can freeze this to keep it in the buffer. And because it's being clocked, this will always be in time with your BPM. But the crazy thing is, when you unfreeze it, it will have all those movements recorded. In fact, it's almost making zero noise there. But that's what I kind of meant about it recording movements. Really great for creating noise, especially clocked noise. You can have this going along with a beat. Yeah. Next, we're into the data bender, which just adds little glitches and noise, and you can freeze it. It's a lot of fun. Then into beads, which for this patch, it's just adding this nice kind of, I want to say counter melody, but it's like a pitched delay. After beads, we have the dual dagger stereo filter, which is great because it has a low pass control and a high pass control, so you can easily do DJ style filtering, which I really like when processing sort of full tracks. And then finally the effects aid, and I'm only using it in this track for reverb. The black hole reverb algorithm is one of the nicest there is. Use it all the time. And yeah, that's my effects rack setup. The final thing going on over here is this weird vocal setup. I got this microphone off of eBay. It's one of my favorite microphones. That is Akos, I think. It's pretty old. It's got a wee stand if you want to sit it down. And it's going into the Vintage Time Machine, which is a Behringer clone of the Electro Harmonics Memory Man. Kind of shows that Behringer's been at this cloning business for a long time. But this is a great sounding delay. I'm probably guilty of overusing it just because I love how it sounds so much. It's great for creating textures and transitions between sections. And drones. And then finally we have the microcosm here from, I've completely forgotten, the Hologram Electronics. And I'm not using that in this track, but I'm using it in subsequent tracks because of this reverb. It has a great reverb. Yeah. So that's pretty much, oh, put that mic down. That's pretty much my setup. That's my dilemma. And I would be very interested to know, what do you think about this? Is it acceptable? Is there enough liveness to not feel that you're cheating at Eurorack? So yeah, if you've liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you'd like to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon account where I upload extra videos and sample packs, etc. Or alternatively, if you're treating yourself to any lovely new gear, you could treat me too by using the affiliate links down below. And thank you for watching. As always, I'll catch you again soon. Take it easy.